Hello, me again, back with another video on roofs. In the last video, I forgot a type of roof that I use quite a lot, so I thought I'd talk about it in this video. So the type of roof I'm talking about is towers. Well, the roof of towers, that is. That's anything that's a spire, a dome, or anything you put on a long, tall, mostly round or square building. To start the video off, there is no big difference between building a tower roof and a normal roof. The biggest difference is that instead of creating a singular shape, you're gonna copy that shape a couple of times. But I'll explain that in a second. So in the last video, we created these shapes, right? They're shapes for roofs that mostly be used on rectangular buildings or diagonal buildings. But most of this you can use for towers as well. Because the first step on a tower roof is to create a shape, just like this one. You see the resemblance? Then we take that shape, we copy it, and we rotate it 90 degrees. And with those beams, you can already see the shape of the roof coming in. This one's gonna be something like a spire. Now you can do the same with domes. So you take your barn thingy over there, you put it on a circle, and you copy it 2 times, which gives you a dome. And then it's just a matter of filling it in. Now, to fill it in, I'll show you how I usually do it. So how do these shapes translate to real roofs? I've got a bit of a bigger circle over here, and I'm gonna go through all the steps that I take to build an actual roof. Step 1, you go around the circle at the base. You could do this with slabs as well. I often use stairs like this. The middle is always a bit more difficult, but you'll get there. But for now, we're gonna do full blocks. Full blocks are easier to learn with than stairs. Now we're gonna define our middle. And with our middle, we're gonna define the height of the roof. So once we got the height in, of course that can change at any time, it's more of a guideline. We can start shaping the roof. I'm trying to go with more of a of that type of roof. So let's try and make 1/4 of it. So that we'll copy that on the other side to see what it looks like. And then we can also get rid of the middle pillar. What do we think? I think that is good. Yes, although we might actually do that. It's a bit slimmer, but it's wider at the base. Yeah, it's gonna be very much a cone, but I think it'll look good. Then we're gonna copy this and rotate it 90 degrees. So what do we think? I think that'll look pretty. Now, the next tip is a tip I got from a video. I don't know what video it was, but I had a video a while back that gave me the tip to build on the corners. The inner corner would be these blocks. Do I have a defining block? Would be these inner corners, right? And you kind of want to use those as a guide. So for now, the edge of the tower is our inner corner. So we kind of just will follow that. Then we created 3 new inner corners, right? So again, we'll follow those, creating 2 new corners. And here it's getting kind of challenging because now we can kind of play with height, right? And that is the basics of roof building. Now we can copy this just like that. And then if you want, you can create a bit of a difference, a height difference in the middle right there to break it up a bit. And that is a roof shape. Now from the inside, you'll see those corners again. right? They kind of flow upwards. And I'm gonna show you an example in a minute from a bigger roof with a bigger diameter that follows the same pattern. Alright, so we've got a bit of a roof. It's quite simple but yet nice. And yeah, it's very viable as a tower roof. Now these are full blocks. I added a bit of slabs, but most of this is full blocks, so it looks kinda chunky. But I'll let you all be creative, and I'll have you add in some stairs and all. So here you see another example of all the steps. So you'll create your outline first, which is the yellow step. Then you'll define your height, which is the purple lines. Then create your shape, which now starts from the outline again. Then you're gonna start building up. And here I kind of wanted to show you what that inner corner looked like with the green wool underneath the tinted glass. Every layer kind of just rests on that inner corner. It really doesn't matter how high you go, you always create that inner corner. So you can use that as a little bridge for your roofs. And all these tips, they go for round towers, as we have been showing here. You could use them for square towers as well. Something like this, for instance, is easily done with the same technique. You could even, if you want to, you could even do fully diagonal roofs, like 45 degrees. One tip though, it's very hard to do. So you could do that. It's basically the same as that, but on a 45-degree angle. One thing that's very difficult to do on roofs though, because they're mostly symmetrical, is when you've got these crazy shapes like this, but it's still doable. It's still very doable with the same techniques. The big thing about roofs and in general is that practice makes perfect. This, for instance, is a very old single player world, where in this world alone, from this project to other projects, you can see the progression of my builds. And I think that this project kind of gives you an idea of how many roofs I built before I comfortably could say that I was decent at roof building. So yeah, practice makes perfect. I hope that you liked this video. I hope you got some tips out of it. I know it was a short one. But next week, I'll be back with the new episode on the single player world. If you're excited about that one, leave a like, hit subscribe so you get updates. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.